If you've donated to Illinois athletics or taken advantage of premium seating programs in recent years, you may have gotten to meet the woman behind it all.
On this week's edition of her Playbook, WCIA3's Courtney Lane Brewer sat down with Illinois' Associate Director of Athletic Development.
Premium seating to donor experiences and more. There are many different ways to level up your experience as an Illini fan. And that's where lifelong Illini Bobbi Busboom comes in. This week we take a page out of the playbook of Bobbi in a conversation about the role of female administrators and fans in the world of sports. Were you always an Illinois fan? Do you have any early memories of coming up here for games?
I grew up in Royal, Illinois, just outside of St. Joe. My dad was the high school coach for football at St. Joe Ogden High School. So we came to a lot of Illinois events, a lot of football, a lot of basketball.
You have such a specific role. When did you decide that this was what you wanted to do? How did this even come to be, really?
This role in premium seating came about right after the Rose Bowl. Kind of thinking through, I'm like, wow, that really seems like a next great step for me. I ended up taking that role and starting that program basically from scratch. Once you kind of dive into things like that, you just do it. You don't even think about it. One of the cool things that keeps me going is that you open a lot of buildings and do a lot of building dedications, and I have a shovel in my office, literally.
I was going to ask if you had big scissors.
Yes, big scissors are in the cabinet behind you.
I'm sure it's challenging, especially when you're talking money, but I bet it's really rewarding to get to build relationships with donors and people who are as passionate about Illinois athletics as you are. Have you found that to be true?
Yes. Those relationships are more than just me and a donor. They're friendships. They text to see how you're doing. They text to say happy birthday. And I think that's one of the things that people don't talk enough about in fundraising, is that it's not just me sitting across from you asking you for money. You have a relationship already. That question is a lot easier.
The phrase women in sports that we've really seen has really been on the rise, but when you hear that phrase, oftentimes the first thing that comes to mind is the athletes and the coaches.
Yep.
So what does it mean to you to continue to see this rise of what female administrators bring to this new era of female representation in sport?
There is an opportunity for women in administration. I think it allows us to bring a different level of organization, a different level of creativity, recognizing that it's not just men that are donors and men that are passionate about sports. There are a lot of women that are just as passionate or more passionate about sports. And I think just having different perspectives and ideas from the get-go, it's definitely still a male-dominated world, but that's okay. And we're gonna thrive and we're gonna live in it. And I know since I started till now, there's a lot more women involved in the industry, so I look forward to seeing it even more.
Be sure to join me here next Thursday as we take another page out of the playbook of the women of Illini sports.